Alright, so let me give a quick tour of our Stratasys F370. So this is a part of their series of printers. They have the F120, which they don't really sell anymore. They have the 170, the 270, and then this, the 370. They all have the same layout and dimensions. Down below, you've got some storage, which we've got extra nozzles and heads. Above that, you have your material bays. Now I know the F170, it only has two, one for model, one for support. This has two for model and two for support, which I have to admit that this is probably the easiest material change I've ever done in my life. So I'll have to show one of those at a different time. And here we have the heated build chamber. I've seen this come up to about as high as 90 degrees C. So here we got the build plates. The build plates are removable, and then you swap in a new one. They don't anticipate you to reuse them, which is also why it doesn't go back in very easily. So they're supposed to be a one-time use, which is interesting. And here we have the rest of it. So here we have the interface. It is a touch interface, but the interface is actually terrible. So that is something you don't hear about much. So I've hooked up a touchpad. You can use any touchpad or even a mouse to the USBs. And so I find that it's much more accurate and consistent for moving around the interface. The interface is fairly straightforward. You can do all your calibrations, connect the network, check your materials. Here you can check your material state, as well as like when it was loaded, the odometer of the head itself, which includes the nozzle. They recommend changing it out at 1500 hours, and this one we're only at 533 hours, so not too bad. And all of them are serialized and everything, so they can take care of that. So this will remind you for maintenance and everything. This is one of our workhorse machines. We print production parts on this, and it is at least 30 to 50% faster than all other printers that we own. But a couple things. This one has the most materials of the F-series printers. So this one, they have currently 9 materials. I'm hoping they expand that. This is one of the early production units we got used, and you can see it has one of the issues they don't talk about as well, is that there's a support bracket they've added on later revisions here to keep this from bowing once it gets really warm. That's no longer an issue on the new ones. And it's just an aesthetic thing. It doesn't cause any issues with the printer itself. And overall, I have to say the print quality from this printer is incredible. I can actually grab part here. So here's actually an automotive part we print on it, and it's absolutely a gorgeous part. So this is the inside part where a lot of the supports are. It does have dissolvable supports. It uses their QSR dissolvable supports, and this is printed in their ASA material. So there's a high temp ASA, and came out beautifully. Let me know if you have any questions that I can answer, or if you'd like to see some other parts printed on this. Usually we don't just do fun prints on this. This is more for just production, just due to the general cost of the materials. But if someone wants to see something specific on it, we'll go ahead and run it. All right, thank you.